Why businesses fail and how to avoid it. Hey, I'm Morgan Davis. I'm a health and wellness attorney based in Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's talk about how to keep your business protected and thriving. Every year, thousands of people will launch a new business. And within the first 3 to 5 years of the life of that business, most of them will fail. Why? Why does this happen? And can you avoid it? Or should you avoid it? Why does this happen? Well, it happens for a multitude of reasons, which we'll go through today. But the first thing I want you to understand is that not every business can succeed, and not every business should. A lot of times, businesses fail because it just wasn't meant to last, or because it's the first iteration of something you're going to build on. Many serial entrepreneurs will tell you that it didn't happen for them until their third or fourth or fifth business. That one really took off, right? Some people get lucky enough that the first one they come up with lasts as long as they want it to. But it's not a big deal. It's just how it goes. And the truth of the matter is most of them won't last more than 3 to 5 years. So sometimes I think the best thing to do is change what we define as success. Did you launch your business? Do you know why you did it? Did it give you what you wanted from it? And did you exit it in a way that was good for you or at least useful for you? Meaning, did you learn something? Can you take the skills you learned from that and build on it? If the answer to any of that is yes, then it was a successful venture. If the answer to all of that was no, then let's talk about the other reasons why businesses fail. Number 1, because they don't know why they opened in the first place. The why of a business is the reason that it makes or breaks, right? If somebody comes to me and says, I want to start a business, my first question is, okay, why? What does your business do? If the answer is because I want to make more money, that business is almost guaranteed to fail. That's not a why. It can be one of the benefits of owning your own business, but it's not a why. And it won't get you through the really frustrating parts of your business and hiring and firing and bad employees and bad business partnerships and foundational cracks and all of that. It won't get you through that, right? What might get you through that is because I want more freedom. Now that's a personal why. That makes sense. But your business itself also has to have a why. Why is this business needed? Why is it unlike anything else in the market? What customer does it serve? What issue does it answer? Those foundational questions have to be answered for a business to succeed. Now, does it have to be answered before you open your doors? No, come on. As an entrepreneur, we're all building the plane while we fly it, right? That's fine. But you better be having that conversation with yourself pretty quick into the game, or you're definitely going to be one of those businesses who doesn't make it through the 3 to 5 year breaking point. Second reason why most businesses fail: lack of planning. Having the beautiful idea, being the type of person that creates and knows what they want is wonderful. You also have to be the type of person that then sits down and plans that. Whether it looks like a business plan, whether it looks like a 90-day calendar, whatever it looks like, whatever you want to determine is fine. It doesn't have to be the same way that corporate America has already done it or tells you it should be done. But you have to have a plan. And I highly recommend that you start with a plan that already exists, and then you can morph it into what you want from there. Traction is a great book that I recommend to lots of people, especially if they've never been in business before, because it's idiot-proof, right? Gives you a very easy guide by which you plan out the running of your business from day 1 to year 5. You can take that and turn it into whatever you want, but come up with a plan. Number 3. A weak legal foundation. As you can imagine, as an attorney who serves startups and entrepreneurs, this is the topic that's near and dear to my heart, right? This is what I do day in and day out. Having a strong legal foundation upon which you build your business is the concrete slab upon which your house is built, right? We all know, we don't have to be home builders to know that if there's a big crack in the concrete slab upon which your house is built, you are going to have significant problems. Same thing in business. You need to make sure that what you are building is built on a solid foundation to protect your personal life, your family, your personal assets, as well as your business and whatever assets your business gathers. It can be super, super simple. It can be more complicated. It doesn't matter. You got to have one. There are things like operating agreements. I've done at least 2 videos on this. I'll link one at the bottom. Operating agreements are a key foundational point when it comes to your legal foundation. If you've got partnerships agreements, or stockholder agreements. If you're going to hire employees, employee agreements, or independent contractor agreements. These are the basics that you must have in order for your business to last and thrive. Cash flow mismanagement. Profit does not mean cash flow. A P&L is great. It is a great tool. But here's the thing. You can have all the profit in the world. If there is $0 in your bank account, you have $0, right? So understanding that as you make money and if you're always outspending whatever money you're making in your business, that cannot last. There are plenty of businesses that at the end of the year, their P&L is at a deficit. That's fine. But on a cash flow basis on a month to month, they have cash in hand. You need to understand at least the basics of cash flow management in order to be able to last the first 5 years of a business. Ignoring compliance and risk. To all of my hemp clients, man, you guys feel this pain more than anybody, right? You have I can't tell you, you have a beautiful business, you've been 3 years in, you're clicking along, and then your distribution warehouse or your retail location gets raided and all of your stuff gets broken and all of your cash is taken and then all of your business bank accounts are seized and you are sitting there going, oh my God, my business evaporated overnight. Now, some of this can be mitigated and avoided. Some of it can't. That's the price of being in an industry that's evolving. But there are lots of steps along the way that we can talk about to mitigate the risk and to avoid major compliance issues that hopefully keep you out of the hot water of becoming one of those people whose entire business evaporates overnight. Whether you're in the hemp industry or not, there is always risk. Understanding where it is and how to mitigate it up front is extremely important to the long life of your business. Not adapting to change. This is the last reason why businesses fail. There are plenty of times where you're going to come up with a brilliant idea that addresses an issue in the market now. But does that mean that that issue will exist 5 years from now? You may or may not know the answer to that. If the answer is no, then you should go in with your eyes open knowing that that business will have to either pivot or die. If the answer is maybe, then perhaps in a couple of years you need to look at diversifying. If the answer is yes, then great. But if the market shifts and you're wrong and the answer is no, you should always have a plan in the back of your head for what if that happens. You have to be engaged in your market, whether it's trade shows or trade associations or your presence in the market or your presence on social media. Make sure you have a pulse on who is your customer, what do they want, and is their want changing? If you can't adapt to that, then you need to change your business or get out of it. It's okay if your business fails. And in fact, we should probably stop using the word fail. It's okay if your business doesn't last forever. Most of them aren't meant to. And you can take what you learned from one business and foray it into the next one and foray it into the next one, and maybe on the 4th or 5th it hits big. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're just a serial entrepreneur forever. That's fun too. I know lots of people who are what we call 0 to 1 guys. They love the startup phase. They hate everything after that, right? There's room for all of it. So don't be discouraged. It's all a journey and it's going to be great. If you think you've got a great idea and you want to start a business, and you want to try and avoid some of the pitfalls we've talked about today, give us a call. We'd love to help you.